So today I'm talking about a recent visit I took to a mosque with people from my world religions class. On Friday afternoon, we went to visit the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Sharon for their service. When we got to the mosque, the first thing I noticed was that it was a white house in a residential area. The second thing I noticed was that our hostess, Fiona, was very welcoming. These went against my two main preconceptions I had before visiting. One, that the mosque would look traditional, and two, that the people wouldn't be very approachable. So the first thing we did upon entering the mosque was to take off our shoes. After that, we were separated into two groups because the men and women have separate worship spaces. The women went upstairs to their own space, which actually looks identical to the men's space, if not a little bit nicer. So the room was sectioned off into two sides. The smaller side, which they served refreshments on after, had a wood floor. The floor on the other side was striped carpet. The reason for that is quite ingenious. It's so that the community can line up in straight rows for prayer. Fiona actually set out a table of Qurans for us to look through, but during the service, she covered them up with a tablecloth because even that is considered distracting. One notable thing that was on the wall, however, was a picture of a more traditional-looking, beautiful mosque, which the community is actually saving up for right now. It's going to cost them $5 million, which shows a lot of dedication. So the service itself consisted of chanting of prayers and passages for the Quran along with a message. It actually went a little long because a funeral prayer was also said. Prior to and during the service, the women fully embodied their prayer. Before the service, there were women doing one of their 5 daily prayers. Prayer in Islam seems to be very focused on what you're physically acting out. They would go from standing to kneeling to prostrating on the floor over and over again. That's actually one of the reasons why men and women are separated and why no shoes are worn. This physicality really transfers over into their everyday lives from what I've gathered. They're focused and wholly committed in different ways. In the most humble way possible, these women explained that they volunteer in soup kitchens and are very active in their community, both in and out of the Muslim faith. So, minus the message, the service was completely in Arabic, which shows their respect for Muhammad and the revelations he received. They take their faith very seriously. They all speak, read, and write Arabic. So these women were very kind to us. Fiona is actually a convert from Catholicism, which I thought was very fascinating. They were all willing to discuss our questions. Their main emphasis was on how they try to embody peace and treat everyone with respect. As women in Islam was at the forefront of our conversation. We discussed why they wear their scarves or hijabs and how that shows their faith, as well as gives them more respect by others in various surroundings, whether that's at school or work or just anywhere else in the community, like even on the street. So we talked about marriage and that process within the faith. They don't actually date. Instead, they have semi-arranged marriages. It seems quite romantic. These women really stress the importance of equality, education, and empowerment of women. So on the way out, 2 of the younger college-aged women actually gave me hugs. It was really a sweet gesture. So what did I end up learning from this visit? Well, I definitely learned that Islam is a very peace-oriented religion and that the people are genuinely hurt when they're portrayed as otherwise. I also noted that respect is everything to them, and it really should be to more people. They respect each other and their religion. I was also very inspired by their physical embodiment and emphasis on prayer and how that transfers into their everyday activities. Overall, visiting this Muslim community was definitely a positive experience that I had.